Konami in the OCG has just announced a brand new set very similar to Magnificent Mavens and some of the other products that they did that are like Magnificent Mavens. But the question is, what's so different about this one? Well, this is actually probably one of the only sets in the game's history that features all six all six summoning mechanics: ritual summoning, fusion summoning, synchro summoning, Xyz summoning, pendulum summoning, and link summoning. Excuse me. Excuse me. But what is the name of the set? Well, let's talk about it, because the name of the set is Duelist Box Prismatic Summon. This will be an OCG exclusive set that will be released December 20th of this year, literally just mere days before 2025 comes to a close. And to those who are in Japan, it will be 4,950 yen, 4,950 yen. And this is actually probably this might just be one of the biggest sets we have ever seen come out of the OCG in a very long time. Like this set could potentially be a meta breaker once we get into 2026. But what are the contents? Well, here's the full statement of the Duelist Box Prismatic Summon, courtesy of YG Organization. Big shoutouts to the website. And this was actually the official statement from Yu-Gi-Oh! Japan. So big shoutouts to them. So here's the official statement. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Naturally. Duelist Box Prismatic Summon. A luxury limited edition item set. Duelist Box Prismatic Summon will go on sale December 20th, 2025, and is focused on the 6 specialty summon methods of the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG: Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, and Link. This product comes with a special pack as well as items such as storage boxes and coins with the original designs based on the image and concept of each summon method. Product contents: 4 Duelist Box Prismatic Summon special packs, which will be 10 cards per pack, 60 different cards. 4 packs with at least one, including 1 prismatic secret rare, 6 different cards, which will be 6 super rares, 54 normal parallel cards. Each pack comes with 10 random cards. You cannot get all 60 cards in one box. All 6 super rares come in secret rare and prismatic secret rare. 12 of the normal parallel rares come in prismatic secret rare, and 36 of the normal parallels come in super and secret. 1 of 6 special storage boxes. This new storage box comes with a new design that makes it easier to remove your stored cards and card cases. In addition, it comes with an item tray that makes it super easy to separate your items. 1 of 6 special duels card cases. A special plastic card case that can hold approximately 90 sleeved in protectors, including 1 separator. Basically, it's a deck box that can hold 90 sleeved cards, and a card divider, which is basically, I'll use this out of my Blackwing Edison deck. If I can pry it out, here we go. Basically, it's one of these. It's one of these things. Basically, a card divider, basically. And yes, this was actually out of my Blackwing Edison deck that I've taken to locals for the last month now. I've lost every single time, but it's all good. It's all good. I think it's just too many people showing up, that's all. that's just how I see it. I feel like it's just too many people showing up. But that's just my autism and my anxiety talking. So anyway, moving on. One of 6 sets of special duels card protectors, which are basically sleeves. You get a pack of 70 sleeves, which is pretty cool. Made with high quality thick film, this item is perfect for protecting your precious cards. One of 6 special duelist coins. A plastic coin marked with a design based on each summoning method. A set of large clear special duelist card protectors, which I believe are basically border sleeves, which are basically give me a second. Here we are. Which are basically these. These right here. So these are actually border sleeves. These ones in particular, I got these from Imperium Duel, so big shout outs to them. But it's perfect. Apparently now, it's perfectly legal to have It's perfectly legal to have to double sleeve your cards. Because apparently, supposedly it protects your cards even further from being damaged. So basically they're border sleeves. So I guess so. There's that. Apparently you get 70 of them. Transparent protectors that protect your duelist card protectors doubly protect your important cards. And last but not least, a special deck coaster. Let's see here. A urethane item to place under your deck to make it easier to pick up your deck. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but this is actually something that has been that's been talked about since the announcement just a few days ago. Literally, this was announced just the other day, and it's been talked about for literally this whole week. This whole week, it has been talked about. This set has been talked about for this whole week, and there are. Bleh. Sorry guys, I literally woke up this morning. I'm like not all there. Moving on. I apologize. Anyway, this has been a set that's been talked about all week with so many questions, and one of the biggest questions is, are we going to be getting new support for certain archetypes? Are we going to be getting reprints that desperately need reprints? And the big question, are we going to see archetypes finally make their way into the actual Yu-Gi-Oh OCG / TCG? So many questions, and I think for that last question, the answer would probably have to be no. And the reason for that is because there are several archetypes that we never got to see the light of day. Like I know that with the limited GX pack Osiris Red, I believe it's called, which I've talked about the new cards that are in that set. We are finally getting finally getting the Matador Archfiend cards. We're finally starting to get those, the cards that were in GX that never saw the light of day. Excuse me. We are finally getting those printed in the in the TCG, but most likely we're probably gonna see them get printed in a booster set similar to Maze of Memories, Maze of Millennia, Maze of the Master, similar to a set like that. We're probably going to be getting those cards in a set much similar to that in some form or another. Um, and then as far as potential reprints, 100% we are going to be getting reprints, but no one really knows what those reprints are because this is still all new to us because it literally says that we're getting that this set will be focused on all 6 summoning mechanics: Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, and Link. So when you think of rituals and ritual monsters that were properly ritual summoned, one of the biggest archetypes would probably have to be Necroz, Mitsurugi, which is one of the newer ones, and potentially Cyber Angels is another one that comes into mind. When you think of fusions, some of the archetypes that do a lot of fusion summoning would probably have to be heroes, Predaplants, and there was one other one, not oh my god, it's not Runex, Gem Knights. Gem Knights is another one that comes into mind. When you think of synchro summoning, it's obvious. You think of Stardust. You think of the Stardust stacks, the Black Rose stacks, Black Wings, Red Dragon Archfiend. You think of Super Heavy Samurai. You think of X Sabers. Although to be fair, X Sabers do have one Xyz monster, but unfortunately that card has been banned for quite some time, and it is MX Saber Invoker, which is a nasty card to deal with. So other than that, those are some of the archetypes that can do a lot of synchro summoning. And when you think of Xyz summoning, you think of Raid Raptors, Phantom Knights, Utopia, Gimmick Puppets, Chronomaly, Galaxy Eyes. What else? The Teller Knights, Satellar Knight, Constellars, that type of deck. And when you look at pendulums, it's obvious. It's obvious. Dynamist, Pepe, as in Pendulum Magician, like Odd Eyes and whatnot, DDDs, and Despots. Despots is another one that comes into mind. And when you think of links, Firewall Dragon based decks, Salad, you think of Trick Stars, you think of Altergeist, Gokis. Although to be fair, Firewall Dragon based decks, Salad, Trickstar, and Altergeist, they do have other summoning mechanics, but for the most part, it's all links. So that's definitely something to think about. Is we could potentially see new support for those decks, but at the same time, when you look at it, we could potentially be getting new generic support for that that works with that works with each archetype at any time. So we could potentially see a new ritual monster and a new ritual spell that can work with the entire summoning mechanic itself. So you could play those two cards in a deck like, let's say, Chaos, or not Chaos, in a deck like potentially Mitsurugi, or potentially Cyber Angels, you know, or potentially a new fusion spell that can be used in literally any fusion based deck. There are so many possibilities, but I think the one possibility that we could potentially see is that again, even though we are getting new support, the potentiality is that the reprints might just be 10 times better than the new cards, because when you look at it, and when you look at Magnificent Mavens, that set gave us new cards for a Shizu Ishtar, who was a character in the DM the DM anime, and her new cards were so busted. They were used in Tearlament. They were used in Tearlament 2-3 years ago, and the deck, even now to this day, is still busted. It is still a very busted deck to build, and it's almost impossible to combat against it. But when you look at it, when you really look at it and you get right down to it, the new cards, they could have the potential to break the meta, which is very possible, but only time will tell. But honestly, though, I think as far as the new cards go, no one knows. Again, no one really knows. However, some people are saying that this could potentially be another set similar to the Slifer Red GX pack that I talked about in multiple videos here on the channel. And who knows? I mean, it's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more Yu-Gi-Oh topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.